lemon zest. And if you don't use lemon zest, lime zest, other citrus zest in your cooking, this is such a fantastic source of aroma and flavor. The juice from a lemon is fine, is great, but the volatile oils in the colored part of the rind are just lend an incredible punch to all sorts of foods. A lot of desserts, even lemonade. It's just really aromatic. Something like this, it's really going to brighten up the flavor quite a bit. So it's a lovely thing. This is something that I really should have recruited a volunteer for, but alrighty. So, once more into the breach. Rocco DeSpirito, do you know Rocco?
Yeah.
Rocco is a great guy and a wonderful cook. Also straight, I think. Also a waif. What a waif. And Rocco is, of course, famous for his mother's meatball recipe. And one of the great things, and you can get it in his cookbook, but why don't you get mine today? Because he didn't show. And one of the best things about that meatball recipe is that the meatballs are very, very fluffy. They're soft. They're not overworked. So whenever you make hamburgers, as you may know, you don't want to overwork it, and you don't want to. There are people who sell products to sort of press hamburger patties. No, bad. You want your hamburgers to be, or your lamb burgers to be, kind of softer than that. I mean, you want them to hold together, but just a little pressing like that is just about what you need. So I'll just make a couple of them. And you could do this in the kitchen too. You could do this in a grill pan or under the broiler if you're not up for the grilling thing, but you live in this paradise climate, why not spark up the old grill and go from there. Did I hear my name? Yes. It's funny you should ask that. The beautiful lady in the grass wants to know if she can eat this. Oh, you're a writer?
I am.
She's wearing a hat that says writer.
I wanted tall, leggy blonde, but they didn't have that.
Tall, leggy blonde? The tall, leggy blonde over here is also is a writer. The funny thing about doing this is that if you're going to let people taste the food, you have to have a gigantic liability policy, because if you keel over and die, I lose my house.
I won't do it in public.
Okay, deal. Sneak around. No. I wish they were. I think it's mean to have cooking demonstrations where people don't get to taste the food. You can take that up with Michael if you like. Here we are. Okay, so you just unfortunately you can't see the grill, but maybe you'll smell a bit of it. Want to get your grill nice and hot? You always want to get a good what am I doing with it? You always want to get a good char on the outside of a steak or a burger. I don't know if it really, I've read actually conflicting opinions about whether searing the meat, actually does hold in juices, but whether or not it does, it caramelizes the outside, it gives it some texture. Usually I just want to season most high-quality meat just with salt and pepper. Not a big A1 guy. If you're eating a steak that needs a lot of A1, it's probably not a super good steak. And try to get steaks that are thick enough. A lot of grocery stores have this irritating habit of selling, cutting their steaks so thin. If your steak's a half-inch thick, it's really difficult to cook it well. It's so easy to just ruin it instantly. I'd rather have a steak that's not as wide, but that's an inch and a half, 2 inches thick. Now I like to do these medium rare or medium. You can go longer than that if you want to, but it's really going to be at its best when it still has a little bit of more juice, not quite so dried out. You don't want to dry them out. Hello, sir. How are you? What do you got there? Is that lemonade? What's your name? You almost weren't going to tell me. Gary? Terry, how much are you charging for those? They're free. And how much vodka is in each one? Oh, man. Terry's got fresh squeezed lemonade, folks, right over here.